Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I'm going to do a flip cup pour for you today. I've got my canvas, got my big push pins in, and I'm ready to go. This is a 30 by 40 centimetre, which is 12 by 16 inch. So before I start though, I'll show you this dry one that I did. This was the Halloween sort of colours, or autumn, fall colours. So dried beautifully, as you can see. Let me see if I can take you in for a bit of a close-up. There it is. They really don't change much from when I leave them, when you see them wet, apart from the fact that it's dry now. But yeah, gorgeous. Looks very nice. So today I thought, what haven't I done for a while? Because it's getting difficult to choose colours. And I thought, what about black and white with gold and silver? What do you think? Should look good? Hope so. So my pouring medium is my usual, it's a bit of a grotty bottle here. 60% glue, 40% water, and then I mix that 1 part pouring medium to 1 part paint. Now the metallics are thicker and they need to stay thicker. So don't water it down to match your other colours. Keep it thick. So that's the silver, the Mont Marte. And that is the gold in the Mont Marte. And then of course there's black and white. So the gold, the black leaves a little mound on a mound. Actually that might be a bit thick. The white, little mound on a mound. The gold, it looks much thicker. It's still a 1-to-1 ratio, but it just looks thicker. And it's, as I said, it's supposed to be thick like that. Don't go changing it. All right, I'm just going to see if I need to water this down a bit. It should be all right. I've sprayed my cups with some silicone oil in the silicone spray, and I've just wiped them with the paper towel. Get my gloves on. Just thinking this black's thickened up a bit. Oh, look, I'm going to leave it. I'll just torch early and stretch the cells. Hey, what do you think? All right, get my gloves on. Where's my silicone oil? Oh, it's over there. I'm using the Spot On, my favourite one, treadmill silicone. And let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and spread them out. Don't do them all on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 80 grams of pouring medium and 80 grams of paint. That's just under 3 ounces of each. 3 ounces of pouring medium, 3 ounces of paint. Well, just under anyway. You do need a lot of paint when you're doing flip cups, otherwise you end up stretching everything too much. So you have to have that allowance to stretch over to the edges of your canvas. You will lose quite a bit, but if you don't, you'll end up overstretching your cells. So just trust me on that. I learned the hard way. I've been doing this acrylic pouring for 4 years now, and when I started I didn't make up very much paint at all. You know, just figured, oh well, I just need enough to cover the surface. But as you get more experience with acrylic pouring, you'll see that you do need extra paint. You just do. So make sure you've got enough. I did a video, it was a while back now, on how much paint to use, and I showed the different sizes canvases with the different amount of paint that you needed. So you can always go back and look for that. A lot of charts out there, you know, they give you the amounts that you need, but they're not for flip cups. They might only be for like swipes or something else. But with flip cups, as I said, you do need extra. So I'm going to do, I don't know, I'll probably end up with 3 layers, because normally I have more paint, but we'll see, like more colours, but I've only got the 4 here, so we'll see what happens. Just layer each. See, it's nice and thick. It sits on top. Try not to let it drop through when you're layering. Try and just sort of bring your cup down as low as you can and just gently sort of layer it over the top Don't pour a lot in so it drops straight through, because you don't want them to blend at this stage. You just want them to sit on top of each other. All right, so I've got the opaque, which is the black and the silver, the black and the white are the opaques. I've got them between my gold and silver. Hopefully this works. I haven't done one of these for so long using metallics. They are a bit tricky to use, the metallics, because they are a thicker, I shouldn't say they're a thicker paint, but you have to make them thicker. You don't sort of water them down as much. Otherwise they'll just sort of drop through to the back and you won't see them. So they do have to be thicker. Otherwise you just won't see them at all. They'll disappear. And if you've been trying to work with metallics, you'll know exactly what I mean. All right, that's the end of the black. I wonder if I've got enough to just go over my little corners there. I'll be tipping over the edges anyway. I'll use my, oh, I haven't got my corner catcher. I was going to say I'll use my corner catcher. It's still sitting over there on the shelf. I'll have to go and get it. I do like to use it. Otherwise, when you tilt your canvas, you end up losing, like if you want to go to that corner there, the paint runs off here and here before it gets off there. So you end up losing more than you should. So corner catchers are great. I just use a piece of cardboard that I've folded in half. I'll get it in a minute and show you. You can see how thick that gold is. It's not closing up on top of the other colour. I hope I haven't made it too thick now. It's always a risk. I mean, I haven't done this for so long, I've kind of forgotten the consistency of the gold, but I do know it needs to be thicker. You get out of practice, hey, you move on to other things, like I've been doing ring pours and I've been doing resins. And I have been doing flip cups, but I just haven't been doing the metallics very much lately. All right, a little bit of white. Come on, white, you can do it. You can do it. You got to share. Okay, nearly done. And then we'll end off with the silver. A little bit left. Come on. See, it's thick too. See how you can see through into the white? It's not closing over on top of the white like the other colours were. So you can see that it is thicker. And hopefully my metallic cells will show up. Hi. If not, I just have to do it again. Right, let me go. Actually, I'll flip these over, then I'll go and get my corner catcher. I'll do a flip and drag, because I love doing flip and drag. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. My tripod's just there. It's like this far away from the canvas. So every time I shake the table, it shakes. I've got my little palette knife to do my edges. It's a well-used piece of cardboard. See? Just do that with it. Right, so that's it there. What else can I show you while we're waiting for that to come down? Oh, this one's dry. I can show you this one. Look at that. It's dry now. Love that one. That was the one where I forgot to put my silicone oil in and I spritzed it on afterwards. Yes. Silly me. I like those colours though, so I wouldn't mind trying those again and remembering the silicone this time. Right, let's get to this. Flip and drag. It's coming down like that. That looks like animal fur. Right, let's do this. Oh, that was a good flip and drag, Julie. Very good. Only got a little bit of a blob there. Now let's put this over the edge. Make sure if you're going to do that, do the same direction. Don't like do a little swirl or anything. You've got your stripes, keep that stripe. I'm going to tip that off anyway, but okay. Good, good, good. That one's got a lot more black in it, hasn't it? Right, it's done. Lucky last. And I've worked out that the paint from inside the top of the cup there drops down and it makes this big like half circle, which I don't like. So I'm sort of seeing if I can change the way that I hold my cup at the end. Now this bottom bit here, see how it's got all those little loops anyway? I'll tip those off, so they're not a problem. Right, don't be tempted to put extra paint in here, okay? You've got enough, you don't need to put any more in. All right, let's just... Now this is the area that's got the most to cover, so we'll start there. And I need to get this paint to come over the edge here. Just help it along. You're already over. Let's put the corner catcher on. And basically to cover these, we're just going to go left, right, and that will cover those, okay? And the corner catcher's there, stopping the paint from all flowing off. And then back again so that it doesn't all flow off when you move that. So I will need to just tip a little bit more off to get rid of that, but I'll do that in a minute. Just go over here. See, it's gone. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, hey? There's a little tiny... I wonder if I can just drag that over like so. There we go. Disguised it. Now, what about you two? Let's see if I touch it and then just... No, it's not going to work. All right. Let's torch first. And then I'll go over that tiny little corner. But look, it really doesn't matter. Don't get too stressed about, you know, that tiny little bit there. Right, nice and high, not too close to the surface. You know the drill. If you've been watching me, you know. Don't get too close or you get caterpillars, you get clusters of cells. Stay nice and high. You can always go over it again rather than getting too close on your first go. I just keep my torch going in little circles so that I'm not getting it too hot in one particular area. So the cells that are coming up are really small, which means that my mix is quite thick, which I did know because of the gold and the silver. Hopefully my black and my white's not too thick. Now see this white, how it's gone over the top there? If your white's too thick, your cells won't be able to pop through. So that's pretty perfect. You just get this thin white coat. Put a few more over here. Thin little white coat of paint. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just wanted a couple more just there. So we'll just wait for them to grow just a little bit. They're looking really nice. But at this stage you do need to tilt the canvas to stretch them, hey? Otherwise they're going to stay really small. I like how I've got the darker panel in the middle. I don't know why it's like that. This one seems to have more gold. That one's got more black and this one's got more white. So, yeah, weird. I don't really want to go there, but I wouldn't mind getting rid of that and those. So the weight of the paint's all here at the moment. So if you're going to do it now. Because once you've gone up here, you're not going to be able to get back to that corner. So I'm just going to walk it just ever so gently. See if I can get rid of that corner and that blob. I'm going to come back. Yeah, close enough, you guys, close enough. Right, let's turn her around. And now we walk very gently back the other way, left, right, as we're tipping it down. You can see that the area up here is moving. You can see where the weight of the paint is. I don't really want any more to go off the sides at this stage, so just walk, 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 walk. Take your time, go over that corner, and back, and we did it. Woohoo! And that is how you do it. Lovely. Love it when a plan comes together. I'll straighten up my lines a little bit. Got all my corners covered. Look at that. It's relatively dark, I guess. Not a lot of gold showing through. I mean, there's some here. But yeah, not a lot of gold showing through. See what I mean about the gold disappearing? You really have to have it quite thick. I guess I could have had it a little bit thicker still. But look, I'm happy with that. I've got this sort of goldish, I don't know, it's gold kind of mixed with silver. So it's gone like an apricot-y shade, which is really pretty, isn't it? Very nice. Happy with that. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to tilt it anymore. Happy with it. Let me wipe my hands. I'll bring it down for close-up. But you can see how, you know, from when I started, when I torched, the cells were really tiny, and now I've grown them. They've stretched, but they've still stayed relatively round. Because, you know, if you just pick up the canvas and you just stretch, tilt that way, it's going to have these long cells. That's why you walk them. That way they stretch to the left, they stretch to the right, they stretch down, and that's why they keep their round shape. But if you have to tilt too much, like if you haven't got enough paint on the surface, you end up stretching them really big to get to the edge. So for this size canvas, 30 by 40 centimeter canvas, 12 by 16 inch, I know that I need 700 grams of mixed paint. Divide 700 by 30 and that'll give you the ounces, okay? Oh, look at that. That was such an educational video, hey? Right, let me get you down for a close up. Here we go, look at the cells. Once it's dry, it will be, like the gold and the silver will be really shiny, because at the moment they just look a bit bleh, you know? But once it's dried, yeah, you'll get a different look from the cells. Look at those cells. Oh my gosh, those are amazing. Look at those. So if you don't want sort of biggish cells like this, if you torch later, like if you cover the whole surface first and then torch, you'll only get little tiny cells like the ones that I got at the beginning when I torched. Oh, look at those. Those are so pretty too. There's a couple of big blobby ones in there, but can't be helped. Sometimes you don't mix your silicone oil in quite well enough and you tend to get globs of oil, which means you get sort of blobby cells. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. Do you guys like this one? Can't really see what's silver and what's white at the moment until it dries, but when I do another video later on, you know, a few days, oh, this takes about 4 or 5 days to dry, so I will show you the finished product at some stage. All right, I need to clean up. Oh, I've got to go and vote today. We have to vote. Pre-voting anyway. I'll make some more fudge to take to work tomorrow. I'll make up some mold orders. I want to do some resin. I've got so much to do, so I better get a wriggle on. All right, love you all. I'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.